Hello and welcome back to the Conversations with Cacao podcast. I'm your host, Alexandra Gabrielle, and on today's podcast episode, it is a solo episode. So we're just going to take a little bit of time to drop into our hearts. If you have a cup of cacao prepared, then you can have that with you right now as we just take a few moments to breathe in, breathing into our heart, feeling our breath coming back to ourselves. So often we can move throughout our day thinking about all of these things we have to do or all of the things that we could have done. And very rarely do we find ourselves in the present moment. So just allowing ourselves to come back into this moment, finding ourselves within this present moment. Taking another deep breath in as you allow the breath to begin to open and awaken the doorway to this moment. Exhaling out as we concentrate and focus our awareness into this moment. Taking another deep breath in as we allow more of our focus to come back into our body, coming back into presence, coming back into the gift that is this moment, because this is where all of our power is, all of our choice, all of the opportunities that we have to make today a better day, to find joy within our lives, comes back into this moment. So allowing yourself to find the connection with your breath to the now. Taking another deep breath in as you just allow your breath to begin to nourish you, as you allow yourself to become softer, as you allow your mind to become softer, your thoughts to become more gentle, your jaw to begin to loosen, breathing into the shoulders and the throat, as we just allow more expansion, more spaciousness within our being, allowing more of our self, our consciousness, our awareness, our spirit to come home to our body at this time. Breathing in as we begin to soften our chest and our arms, relaxing our torso, our spine, relaxing our heart, our belly, breathing down into our hips. And just allowing yourself to find a rhythm of breath that feels good for you. A rhythm of presence that feels supportive to you at this moment. And breathing down into your legs and your knees, your feet, as you allow every breath to begin to fill and soften your body. Your body. Nobody else is living in your body. It's just you. This is your home. This is your temple. This is where you get to play and experience life and physicality. And just taking a few moments to really appreciate that. Let that land. Nobody else is living in your body. This is your body. Your hands, your arms, your legs. Nobody else has lived your life before. This is your life. So unique. Like a snowflake. Unique to everybody else's story, everybody else's journey. There may be some similarities there, but nobody has the same life experience that you have. Exactly, down to a T. And just letting yourself breathe into that, appreciating the story you've traveled, the story you've lived, the life that you've lived. Appreciating all of the nuance, the challenges, the beauty. And maybe imagining your life as this beautiful journey, this hike up this mountain. Each step could be trying and challenging. It could be an adventure. But eventually, at this moment, during this podcast, letting yourself arrive at the top of the mountain, the peak of the present moment, and taking in the beauty of the life that you've lived so far. As you stand at the top of this mountain with pride, with acceptance, gazing out to all of the things that you can see, maybe the beautiful sunrise, maybe more mountains that you wish to climb in the future, but just appreciating where you are right now and all that you have traversed to get here. And as you let yourself enjoy the triumph of questing to the top of this mountain, taking your cup of cacao into your hands, if it isn't already there, and feeling the journey that this cup has lived, that this cacao has lived, connecting in with each and every bean that is within your cup right now. That it's possible that the beans within your cup didn't even grow in the same pod. Maybe they're from different trees in the same area. But just feeling the power of each individual bean within your cup. The story of the tree that grew them. That it was once a flower that grew into a beautiful little mini cacao pod. As the seeds began to grow inside, and then the pod grew and grew until it was perfectly ripe. And then it was taken from the tree, opened up, and brought to ferment, mixed with all of the other beans, all of the other seeds that hold so much nutrients and potential, and feeling the warmth of the fermentation of the beans, the activation of the vital nutrients, feeling the dormant energies becoming awakened within that fermentation, and feeling that energy of community, of all of the cacao beans. It needs all of the heat of all of the beans all together. Just like how penguins huddle together to keep warm, to keep each other warm in community. But these beautiful cacao beans in their fermentation need each other to get to just the right fermenting point to activate those nutrients and seeing in your mind's eye maybe like light switches of the nutrients being turned on in each bean. And then as the fermentation process finishes, moving to the sun drying and feeling the rays of the sun beginning to soak up into the beans, feeling the cacao bean breathing in the air of its surroundings. And as it begins to dry and get ready to be roasted, feeling the heat then from roasting, even more activation, the light, the warmth. And as this bean continues on its journey to be peeled, to be turned into a beautiful paste, and then brought into your home, and then your beautiful hands that are holding your cup right now, the hands that prepared this cacao, all of the love that was poured into the cup. And at this moment, feeling all of the beans in your cup, how their story begin to intertwine with yours. Feeling the weaving of the spirit, the connection of the spirit of cacao. Letting this moment be an invitation to co-creation, to creativity, to healing. Whatever intention you are opening yourself up to at this time, feeling supported, that the spirit of cacao is here because it wants to experience physicality. What does it feel like for cacao to flow through you? What does cacao want to say and create with you? What does the creation of what you have to say look like with cacao? And allowing yourself to take a deep breath in, breathing into your cup and activating your cup with your beautiful breath. And very intentionally taking your first sip of cacao. Allowing yourself to receive the nutrients, receive the support, receive the story of the cacao. And allowing space for cacao to listen to your story, for you to be received in your journey, in your life, and where you are, where you've come to at this moment. And allowing yourself now to drink and sip your cacao at your own time. And as you sip, inviting in more relaxation, inviting in more awareness into your body, inviting in a little bit more understanding that you are supported, that you are connected. And inviting in the awareness that nobody else is drinking the cup that you are drinking. That Mother Nature grew this cup of cacao specifically for you. Just like nobody else is living in your body right now. Nobody else on this planet is drinking your cup. And really letting that land as well. That of all of the cacao trees in the world, all of the beans, all of the fruit, at this cup, these specific beans found their way to you. As you take this time to honor their story, as they take the time to honor yours, and just letting that gratitude flow in that the earth grew this for you. Whatever medicine, whatever nutrients it holds, trusting that it is exactly what you need. And as you allow yourself to just receive on a deeper level, receiving whatever is arising for you at this time, receiving any intentions or awarenesses, any inspirations or ideas that may pop into your mind. And without judging or needing to change anything, allowing your awarenesses to be absolutely perfect and welcome at this moment. And maybe you want to take a little bit of time to just reflect. Maybe it's even reflecting about why you sit with cacao. What is it about cacao that has drawn you in? What is it that intrigues you? What is your intention for sitting with this plant medicine? And what brought you here to this moment that you're listening to this podcast? This far in to this episode. Letting yourself feel your soul. Feel your own voice. Feel the dance of cacao move through you. And feel the activation of your spirit as well. Because cacao is considered not only a food that is a superfood, full of amazing minerals and nutrients, but it is also considered a food for the spirit, a food that nourishes our spirit. And when we really think about that, yes, we have so many things that we eat to fuel our brain, to fuel our body. But how often do we consciously fuel our spirit? Maybe you allow yourself to play in the ideas or the pondering around what fuels your spirit. What excites you about being human? What are you loving about being human these days? And sometimes it comes in the negative. Sometimes it's like, well, I don't really enjoy any of it. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying that. This is trying. This is difficult. And if the shadow aspect is arising for you, I encourage you to write that down. And then on the other side of the paper, write down the exact opposite. and feel into what its opposite also feels like. Because when we're feeling fearful, when there's scarcity, when we're not feeling supported, the medicine we need most or want most or crave for is to feel safe, to feel nourished, to feel supported. And sometimes just that clarity of the opposite allows us and opens the door to the willingness to receive that. And wherever you are, just for this time that we're together here, letting yourself feel held. Because if you're listening to this podcast now, that means you're safe enough to listen to this podcast. So let yourself begin to retrain your body to relax. Retrain your body to receive. Retrain your nervous system to what it feels like to be regulated. And let yourself in this moment feel you. Feel the capacity of your sovereignty, the capacity of your strength, the capacity of your courage, the fierceness of your love, and the beauty of your being. And as I went into recording this podcast today, I had a few ideas of what I would share and talk about. To share about the Costa Rica retreat we just had, which was amazing. To share about the health benefits of cacao. But as I began to drop in, for me at this time is just, we don't need more information. More things to fill within our cognitive awareness. But maybe we need a little more time to just sit, to just receive ourselves. And to reflect. To ask ourselves possibly new questions. And give ourselves space to sit with cacao. Give ourselves space to listen to the conversation that is happening within ourselves, within our being, and with this beautiful plant. So as you maybe take a few more minutes, or however long that you would like to just sit with your own conversation, or the conversation that you wish to have, or as you just take a few more moments, or however long that you need to experience your conversation with cacao. Just letting yourself flow and listen and be surprised. Trusting the words and the thoughts as they appear. And you can take all the time that you need You can even pause this recording right here. And when you are ready, coming back to this podcast to close your space, to close your time with Cacao, for a beautiful transition into the next phase of your day, as you allow yourself to again deepen with your breath, deepen with your body, bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, feeling the support of your hands, feeling the support of your breath, allowing yourself to root down towards the heart of the earth and root up towards the heart of the sky, giving thanks to both of these realms, giving thanks to our planet and what is beyond, and allowing yourself to come back center within your heart, centered within your breath, centered within your being, as you give thanks to everything that contributed to your life experience so far. Letting it all be as it is and giving it a little twinkle of your own love at this time. Giving thanks to all of the energies that support you upon your path. And imagining a beautiful, whatever ray of light you wish to beam out in front of you. I always like to work with this beautiful golden white light that just moves from my heart out into my day, pre-paving a path of ease and joy and grace, of gentleness, of courage, of levity, of lightheartedness. Whatever it is that you need, of groundedness, and allowing this light to move before you, working out all of the interactions, orchestrating all of the beautiful meetings, serendipitous interactions. And even if nothing big happens, with no expectations, just allowing this beautiful light to move before you, seeing yourself dancing with ease and joy and grace. And from this place, we give thanks to the heart and the spirit of Cacao, giving thanks to the heart of our ancestors, our guides, our guardians, and our protectors, giving thanks to all of the elements and the four directions that hold us in every moment, and giving thanks to the beautiful essence that we are. Allowing yourself to give thanks to the time that you took to be here today, honoring your reflections, honoring your voice, and allowing yourself to bring all of this intention, all of this presence with you as you move into your next interactions. Letting yourself close this space, close this practice. Bringing your hands into Namaste if that feels resonant for you. And I bow to you for trusting this time, for taking the time for you, and just beaming so much love upon your path. May you know yourself as loved. May you feel yourself as held. And may you know that you are always, always, always connected. Thank you for taking the time to nourish your roots, to awaken your heart, and to embody your magic, because you are pure magic. Until next time.